I think we're already in very complicated relationships with other animals, and as a result of being in those complicated relationships, we have an ethical responsibility to reflect on how we're being in those relationships. My notion of entangled empathy is designed to provide a focal point for thinking about how to navigate these complicated relationships that we're in with other organisms. And these organisms are in relation to us in a variety of ways. Some of them are food, some of them are tools for research, some of them are increasingly having their habitat encroached upon by human activities, and so there's there's a need for ethical responsiveness to those other animals. And my view is that the notion of entangled empathy might help us to navigate those complicated relations, paying attention both to the humans and to the non-humans, and to recognizing the variety of relationships that we exist in, which we already exist in. It's not that we're creating these relationships, we're in these relationships already. And so what I'm interested in trying to do is have us be in those relationships better, and entangled empathy is a way of trying to be in those relationships better. So one of the things that we're losing by not attending to the relations that we're already in is our very moral agency, in my view. I think that one of the things that most of us humans have is the capacity to reflect on our actions and to make choices about those actions. And I think one of the things that is reflective of our being the kinds of beings that can do that is trying to get that right, trying to correct and enhance and improve the ways we act in the world. And entangled empathy helps us do that. If we're not attending to the fact that we're already in these relationships, and we're not trying to make these relationships ones that we can actually feel okay about, good about, then we're losing that capacity, that agency. I've been working for decades now thinking about our relationships with other animals, and much of those relations were based on an idea that I value this in other humans. I value the capacity to suffer in other humans, and so I would like to recognize the suffering of others and try to prevent it. I recognize how intelligent humans are. Oh, and I see how intelligent other animals are as well, so I'm valuing that. That's an approach I'm calling the sameness approach. I think there's something valuable about the sameness approach, but I think it's also limited. And so my view is to move beyond the sameness approach so that we're actually trying to engage with the particularity and the unique qualities of the relationships we have with others. So it might not matter, for example, that a tiger isn't that smart. A tiger's world is the tiger's world, and we can be in relations of empathetic engagement with the tiger. We can recognize that the tiger's life can be better or worse. We could do work to try to preserve and protect the tiger, and also enhance the tigers that are remaining's lives. And entangled empathy helps us in that.